Hey, I'm Colwen. This is just gonna be me talking about what I've been doing the last couple of months. It's been fun actually. So, the drive out here was good. I did that in another video. I've been working for my dad out here on the property the last couple of months. The day after I got here, he had me helping him finish up the piping, the plumbing in the guest house, and then had me go in there and pull up all the nasty carpet. And I saw that underneath the carpet, the floor was all cracked up. So I had to get down there with a disc grinder and grind it all out. Just crack it open just a little bit. And then smear concrete glue up in there. Then we started laying down the hardwood floor. And he left me with some wood that was pre-chopped up, and I just started laying it down and hammering it in place. Well, find out afterwards that apparently you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to pre-measure it all out before you lay it down. That way it all matches up at the end. So now we've got this weird bit where it's jagged and all off kilter. And I tried to take an oscillating cutter, a drywall cutter to it, and I ended up all wavy and nasty now. So while I'm working on the house, laying down the rest of the wood flooring, painting the cabinets, painting the walls, staining stuff for the closet, my dad's been out here in the machine shop getting his, fix the problem stuff working again in his head. And let me show you this. It's kind of cool, actually. So this is, we don't know what to call it yet, but for right now, it's for trimming wood that's already been laid down on the floor. So like a pre-installed flooring trimmer. The bar here is, I want to say 3-4 feet long, probably 3 feet. But then this here, he took all the metal and he machined it down and shaped it so that this edge here wraps around the edge of this plate. And now he's got the disc grinder that he's put a wood saw on there. And he mounted it to the plate here. And then he put this heavy steel guard around it that he welded in place and then bolted in place. And we put the duct tape on here because this thing's meant to go like right up against the wall, and we don't want to damage the wall. And it's kind of tight, but it's meant to slide back and forth. And he's got to kind of work out the kinks a little bit, but like, we're going to lay this down on the ground. We're going to measure off where we want to cut the wood, and we're just going to drag this whole thing down and just going to cut the wood straight clean. And then we're going to go and fill in the gaps with extra pieces of wood. This whole contraption here, between materials and hours, he's going off of how much he got paid when he was working his last job. He got paid pretty good. This is probably like a $400 tool right here, including the plate and the housing, not including the tool here. But he had fun making it, and it's going to fix a problem that we can keep going with the guest house. So, yeah. Yeah, that's not good, especially when it needs to hold a part in place. You mount the item you're working on over here, and then you got the cutter over here. But we're going to get rid of this machine. We're going to save the motor. We're going to save this mounting part here. We're going to save this part here where my hand's at. And we might try and save this right here, but it's got another crack over there. Yeah, no, that crack over there, it's not good. We have here a tool grinder. What is a tool grinder? Well, we got to define what the tool that you're grinding is. The tool you could be grinding could be a heavy-duty drill bit. It could be a jig bore part, a heavy cutter, all kinds of things. but we've got this heavy-duty motor back here with this belt. We've got all these dials and all these swinging arms. And down there, that's got like the power supply and like an oil bucket to keep this thing steady and level. There's mostly not much anything down in the bottom here. And then we got all these work surfaces, and you can mount things to the side. And like, you take whatever you're working on and you mount it up here using these grooves and other tooling and stuff to hold it at an odd angle. And then you can have this thing come up and sharpen up your tool bit. So basically, you're going to rig all this up to put a drill bit right here and sharpen up the drill bit. It's crazy. I had to go through, and you see down here, this is where they put the lubricant oil stuff, and it's all greasy and nasty and filthy. It was worse. It was way worse. And I had to scrape off all the loose paint and all the nastiness and like clean everything up. And this is all me cleaning up, and yeah. So can we take a look inside real quick? That's what's inside there. The electrical control system, the computer basically, and an oil reserve down there. This is called a surface grinder. What is a surface grinder? Well, we have to define what the surface in question is. It can be all kinds of things. Brake rotors. This thing could probably be used to surface disc brake rotors. It'd be a overkill because this thing's meant to clean up much heavier things. Like this plate right here. You would use this machine to clean up one of these plates. And you have a grinding thing right here that spins in place, and this is all covered up. And this table here is where you would mount your part you're working on, and the cutter, the grinder, doesn't move. The whole table moves back and forth. And again, this thing was covered in filth. And I went through and I wiped it all down. I scraped off all the old paint. This was the worst one. This here is a vertical belt sander. You put belts like that in here, and it spins it around at, hundreds of thousands of RPMs. And we got the motor back there and all this. This thing was caked in filth. That motor down there was covered in grease and all kinds of nastiness. It was horrible. There was chunks of dirt and metal dust and wood dust and all kinds of things all crammed up down in there. And my faceplate came in handy because you see that down there? That's a, probably you can't, it might be too dark, but I had to clean up in there. And this is all paint. I painted all this stuff on here. I painted all this, but this right here was the way everything else down here looked. Is there a good spot to show? Oh, that's jammed open right there. Yeah, I'm not going to paint back there, but it was pretty nasty back there also. But hopefully, by the time I get done, all three of these machines are going to have this nice metallic grayish machine gray coating of paint on there. And we'll have them all running and purring along doing different jobs. That one is all seized up. It runs, it turns on, but all the moving parts in it have frozen up. So I need to take automatic transmission fluid and squirt it in all the joints, iron Tin Woodsman style. So I had to clean this thing all up, and now I'm going to filth it all up again. It's awesome. But this right here, sorry about that. This right here is maybe 10% of the shop. I hope Dad doesn't mind. But we've come a long way in cleaning this place up. Yeah, that's my stuff all the way back there. Books. Custom junk stuff. Probably stuff from Grandma. Random stuff. Books. Boxed toys. Here's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes of Transformers. Here's all the Legos. instruction books. There's all my furniture, all deconstructed and put away. More weapons. And here's where I keep all my clothes still. I have access to everything. And I got my wooden dressers down here. And boxes. All this. And boxes back down in there of books and probably boxes that have repackaged toys and empty boxes and my Titan figures. And here's my Kingdoms arc right here. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my own place one way or another and getting this stuff back on display again. That's a cool contraption he made there, huh? So, yeah, we've got that done. We haven't cut the wood yet. No, we haven't cut the wood yet. But we're gonna put in barn-style doors on the bathroom and on the bedroom, and leave the front door of the house, a regular locking door. Am I gonna be moving in there? No. Honestly, I like being out here in the shop. Yes, I've been living in the shop. I've got my bed over there in the corner. I've got my laptop up here. The plan in the shop is we're gonna build rooms up here, and there's gonna be a storage room in the back corner that we're going to put a window in, and we're going to put a bathroom downstairs and put a smaller bathroom upstairs. And, it's going to be like a 15 by 20 foot room. That sounds good. Even 15 by 15 wouldn't be bad. So, yeah, between me working in the guest house and me helping clean up the shop and organize things and put the shelves together and all kinds of stuff and painting up and cleaning those machines up, that's what I've been doing, and Dad's been giving me money to take care of my bills and all that, paying my car payment, my cell phone, my car insurance, and he gives me extra money that I can go play with, gas, go eat out by yourself, It's not working me to death. I got plenty of time to do my YouTube videos and stuff. The plan is eventually that either this shop's going to start making enough money to pay me a proper salary, or I'll go find full-time work somewhere else, but for now, things are pretty damn good. As far as reviews goes, I'm gonna be getting cheaper stuff from like Ross and Ollie's. I've got a couple of figures from Ross and a couple of figures from Ollie's. I'm gonna do some videos on those. You can get some really good there's a bunch of good Marvel stuff at Ollie's in the original packaging. I want to get the Chadwick Boseman Black Panther, and I want to get a Killmonger. I want to do those together because they're pretty much the same figure. But they're like $10 each. Damn, nice. But, when I go out there, I have maybe $30 to play with, and I'll get one figure and some candy and snacks and stuff, I'm going to get back to doing some other stuff and edit these together. Thank you guys for watching. Be safe.